We doing the thing?
Power. We got
cool. Let's do it.
power rankings. The very first time I wanted to do them last week, but everything shit hit the fan. Whole 10 yards. Everything kind of didn't go the way it was going to go.
No,
But after 5 weeks, we have our first power rankings in. Exciting. Yes. By the looks of the chart we have, Dom did his boy math, added up all the numbers there. Number 1 and number 32 are definitive. 2 through 31 is a clusterfuck, and we're not going to know what happens there. So I'm excited. Dom, I'm going to give you the chair since you like to take over the host chair for a segment every week. So I'll let you handle the floor.
Sure. So let's see. How is this going to add it?
Yeah. How are you? How are you going to? Okay.
All right. So I, did the math, did the things, made the graphic, did all that stuff, right? The good stuff. And I strategically am going to reveal a portion at a time. I did it kind of depending on what teams landed where and stuff like that, so we can discuss after each time I reveal a new section. And yeah, we're going to start from 32 because that's just the right thing, right?
Yeah.
And let's get it going. So I believe this is 32 to 30. Boom. Anything? Nothing?
No, I think it's dead on. I think the Giants blow. I think Carolina's awful. And the Bears, the talent's there. We've kind of all discussed that, but they somehow still suck.
Yeah. They seem
Bears.
less lately, though. So maybe they will make
There was
their
one game.
It was, well, it's like 1.5 games.
No,
but
two games. Fields
Yeah.
It was like 1 3/4. They blew that fourth quarter.
Fields played good in 2 games.
I don't know. I'm more surprising that the Giants are 32 and Carolina's ahead of them, even though Carolina has not won a game, and I don't think they might win a game this year.
Have you looked at the Giants? You saw them in person.
No, I saw Evan Neal in person. Okay, I saw the MetLife turf in person. Okay.
Will got injured looking at it.
Yeah, I pulled a quad.
Okay. All right, we'll do the next section then. A little bit more for you here. The Broncos, the Patriots, the Vikings, which is no one expected the Vikings, I don't think, this low. And the Cardinals higher than we all expected, let's be honest. And then the Raiders, which is kind of, I feel like, par.
Dom, I want to give you the floor here. What are your thoughts on your boys' utter disappointment so far this season? The whole talk was the offense was going to be a lot better and the team was going to be better, bringing an offensive coordinator, and there you are in the power rankings. You see where they lie.
Yeah, no, not happy about it. Defense has been nothing but injured, so that kind of sucks. Can't really, give a nice sample size of a solid defense yet, but that's maybe getting better. I gotta hope. Who knows? Offense is clearly, it's rough. It's terrible. It is well below what it should be, well below what I was hoping it to be, below last year somehow probably, maybe.
Do you know how many points per game that Patriots offense is scoring?
Oh, it's probably less than 10 at this point.
It's
what is it?
10.2.
Yeah.
10.2? Sucks.
I put the Patriots at 31. I said, you know what? Just sell the ship on it. Like,
it's
Not that bad.
it seems like
worse.
it seems like maybe like the Cardinals, like what do we got here? We have TJ putting the Cardinals above the Raiders.
Yeah.
the Cardinals have shown in this bottom 8, the Cardinals have shown more life than all these teams. And they're in every single game.
4.
You know what? I think I had maybe the Raiders below the Cardinals, but that was before Monday night, and then Monday night happened. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me be a little bit more generous towards the Raiders. I think one of us, I think Will made his bottom section, and then I think he moved 1 or 2. Jake might have 2 after Monday night, maybe.
No, I did mine after Monday night.
You did? All right. Well,
I was starting it. I'm like, man, the Packers and the Raiders, which team's going to be lower?
Both of mine, both the Raiders and the Green Bay appear in this block for me.
Yeah.
Green Bay's not good. They're really not.
Well, the fact that the Raiders beat them, was substantial enough, obviously, to get them above the Cardinals. But yeah, no, I think Will is right. I think the Cardinals, they show more life, and they could be still moving up this list as the season goes, possibly, which is surprising to all of us, I would say. But yeah. Any more thoughts on this section here, guys?
The Vikings are just so disappointing this season.
So disappointing. I agree. And it might only just get worse. which is
They're terrible.
wow. Maybe the biggest drop from any of these teams, right? Maybe
There's the Giants.
there's the Giants as well. That is true. The Giants, the Vikings.
How much the Bears were
yeah,
pushed.
but-
How much we pushed the Bears.
It's definitely the Vikings. Like I know the Giants are like on the bottomless pit here, dilly, but the Giants had an easy schedule last year. I didn't understand how people thought the Giants were gonna be good this year. Like I still couldn't understand the Vikings. I thought were a playoff team. I didn't think they were
Yeah,
going to win the
same.
division. I thought they were gonna be a wild card team. Gosh almighty, they are horrendous.
That defense was terrible. I was like, this is easily the 32nd best defense.
Yeah.
They were worse for me if they didn't contest so much against. Wow, damn!
Hey,
John-
by the way,
that one.
Congratulations to the fella, since he's in there in the chat.
Yes,
Yes,
John,
congratulations.
on the engagement this week.
that is very true. Big moves. Bigger moves than the Giants, actually.
Yeah.
That's just so. It's not wrong. But yeah, the Vikings. At least they contested against Kansas City this past weekend, so that's got to be something, maybe. But yeah, no, it's rough. Let's move to the next section though. Let's reveal the next little bit. I think I go up to 20. Yeah, there you go. Green Bay, then the Commanders, then Tennessee, then Will's oh so lovely Jets, and then the Cleveland Browns.
Nothing but pain. I agree with these
I'm
five.
I'm shocked the Jets are this high, to be honest.
I put them at 21.
Where,
I was
where
like,
did I put? See, that's what I'm curious. I
you
don't
put
know.
them at 22.
Me? Oh, all right. Well, then
Me? Yeah,
I
you.
guess they're this high then. Never mind.
Do you want to throw the?
You can throw the challenge. What even commercial is that? I forget. Is that Allstate? Like who is that?
Some insurance company.
Oh yeah, it is right. It might be Geico. No, maybe not.
No. They're not going off the list.
It's like that. It's like that commercial where like the cat is inside, and because the dude left the back door open, right? And they're like, "Let's review the tape." Is it that one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's another one with the daughter where the mom was crap talking the neighbor.
The
"Oh,
neighbor.
we should watch the game.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wait, no, you said, Mom, that we shouldn't watch the game with her. You won't stop talking. No, I didn't say that. Let's go to the tape.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the sunroof open. You're Mr. Sunroof. Okay, let's get back on track here. Okay.
No. We're beating right to the Super Bowl all-time commercials. No, but yeah. Wow, I had the Jets.
Doritos all time. Okay.
Wow, I had the Jets at 22. Or I'm like, huh. All right.
Damn.
Oh, okay. We got our answer. It's progressive.
Progressive. Our dude.
Ah, thank
Through. Look at that. Thank you,
Thank
TJ.
you.
Appreciate that. That's fantastic. Yeah.
That's all they played during the Niners games. Every
Tennessee,
commercial break.
despite, am I wrong in this? I'm not wrong, right? Despite everything that we said about Tennessee and Colton grilled us for, they still are the lowest of the AFC South on here, I guess. Right? I'm not getting that wrong. Oh, well, no. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, hey, Colton. fair.
I had the Commanders at 25, so I'm not surprised, but at 23, it's kind of like, well, you guys all had them higher than me.
Say, where did I have the Commanders? I'm actually pretty.
23.
We all had them within that same block. I had them at 23.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I'll be asking on the way with me doing this on my phone. I'll be asking on the way. I could not multiply because if I touch the phone, it's going down, boys.
All right. Hey, this is legit right here.
Mama, way
Donna.
down.
Yep. This is legit. Asking a real question here. Let's answer it, guys. What do we think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft's going to be very impatient. We've heard about it for 6 years. When they shipped out Jimmy G, he was not happy that they were shipping him out because they were like, oh, heir to the Brady throne, this and that. Let's keep him around. But it was going to be expensive keeping two quarterbacks on a decent salary. So, and then Brady leaves. He has success, and then there's only been one successful season since Brady's departure. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of growing pains. But I mean, Belichick's only 18 games away from breaking Don Shula's record, but he's also I think single games till he is the all-time losing coach, which comes hand in hand.
This is exactly what I was about to say. I think before he would just get flat out sent packing, I think the Patriots would strip or attempt to kind of talk to him. Robert Kraft would and be like, listen, let's bring in someone else to do GM, like a real GM, and you coach kind of thing. I think that'll happen.
You guys are just realizing that now? You guys are just figuring this out now that you should bring in a new GM?
Listen, I don't know.
Jerry Jones, the GM for Dallas for like what, 40 years?
Wow, that's
Almost.
that's in the other direction where he's the owner and GM. This is coach and GM. But yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I would say would happen first. But yeah. Anything else we want to talk about from this Green Bay to Cleveland Browns section here?
I know you're the only one that had the Browns in the playoffs, but how do you feel with them being 20 through 5 weeks? Well, really 4 weeks of play, then there's the bye week. So
I know I'm not the only one that expected more from them than what we got. I mean, Deshaun Watson hasn't really given us much. Deshaun Watson. No, don't ask. Deshaun Watson hasn't really given us like as much as I thought he would. I feel like we haven't even really gotten like a solid game from him.
Hurt. Oh,
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
That too. And
there goes my hero.
Oh,
Watch him as he goes.
and Nick Chubb going down. It's kind of rough, and it's getting to be a little bit lost for the Browns, so that kind of sucks.
it's not even if Deshaun stays healthy, or Deshaun, or as you just call him.
Deshaun Watson.
They're easily in the top 15. Easily.
Yeah.
He's
They're-
played
they
better.
They beat the Ravens with that defense.
Yeah.
And who the heck did they just play this past weekend? Who the heck did
No, they
just
didn't play that in bye week.
Bye
They
week.
played the Ravens
That's
2
right.
weeks
That's
ago.
right. That's
And then
right.
they dismantled the Titans.
That's right. So if they had a healthy Deshaun versus the Ravens, they win. And they're like up there for the North right now. Like they wouldn't be this low. They'd easily probably in the top 15. The problem is they're probably going to lose again this week with no Watson because it seems like he's trending towards out. And they play the Niners, so they're probably going to lose regardless. Dude, they're not a bad team. This is going to be a team that we're going to look at this and another 6 weeks when you do power rankings again, whatever we touch back on them, we're going to Cleveland. If Deshaun's healthy, they're going to jump up at least 6-7 spots.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
defense is top 5.
Scares me though with a rotator cuff. I don't know the recovery besides it being just completely torn.
Yeah.
Let's
All
get to the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 or
The
whatever
next
boy
one-
math you have.
The next is only the next 3, and we'll see why.
Boys, what is going on here? I know
I-
they're not as good.
I can defend myself here. I
know
had
they're
them
not as
ranked.
good as people think, but how the heck are they not above the Bengals?
I
What
ranked the
Dolphins?
Steelers at 18 for their negative 31 point differential at
I know.
3-2.
I know.
Matt Canada not being excited for a
I know.
touchdown pass because he wanted them to get sacked because he wanted his little draw run or whatever they were doing on that Pickens
know.
pass.
I know.
Yeah, see, Colton, before I even saw the clip of Matt Canada scowling because I threw a touchdown, I had them at 20.
Oh, dude, they're all drunk. They're top the AFC North. You have a top 5 defense in football. Oh,
You can't score points. You need points to
that's-
win.
we'll see after the bye, boys. God almighty.
Can we
Besides,
admire
the
though?
Bengals.
Can we
The
admire?
Bengals
I know
above
we haven't reached the
Bengals
Ravens.
above them? Come on.
I know we
Come
haven't
on,
reached the
what are you
Ravens,
doing?
but can we admire for some reason PFF ranking Lamar Jackson as the highest rated quarterback this week, and he had 200 yards passing and a pick.
He didn't play awful. To be
His
honest.
receivers were
They
just
should've
slipping
They
everywhere.
should have blew out the Steelers. To be fair, they had 2 drop touchdowns. I think 3 with Aguilar. Should have been a touchdown on his.
Well,
Zay
you saw in
Flowers was open all the time.
case of Aguilaritis.
Yeah, but
He
even
could
sure
have
did.
catched Aguilar.
Zay Flowers was dropping everything, dude. Everyone was dropping everything for him. I did notice that. Lamar looked great in the
Drop
first.
passes. 7 drop passes.
Well, we were catching them, though,
Yeah.
unlike Aguilar.
Yeah, and then the Saints, and then the Bengals. The Bengals are definitely none of us expected the Bengals there in the beginning of the season. And they're definitely probably going to move up from here. But yeah, that's a little bit of a
I mean, at least
deception.
the Bengals showed a real Joe Burrow game finally. If they didn't before this,
They probably would have been under
I
the
would have had
Steelers.
them much lower.
I
Yeah.
agree. Honestly, I will say, I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but the 20 to 12 section was so difficult. I thought, like, I had such a hard time with the middle of the road teams. I
saw the disrespect with the Steelers. I had to put my foot down.
It's only fair. See, that's why I only did this little section of 3 because I knew it would be enough to.
I'm not going to turn into a Steelers segment, but like, my goodness, guys, like the Bengals have been an absolute dumpster fire. You talk about the Steelers' offense. The Saints can't do squat O's with their offense.
Wow,
No, when they have Derek Carr in there, they do really well.
31 points against the Patriots inflates it too. So
The Patriots also turn the ball over.
we suck.
Yeah, that kind of helps.
They still have a great defense.
They were blowing out Green Bay, and then Derek Carr gets hurt, and they come back. And
I
that's
think Derek Carr played last week, and they didn't look good at all.
they
No,
scored
they
31 points though.
Like no, the weekend before.
Yeah, when they
No.
played the Bucks, that was kind of like
They looked awful, and Carr played.
We did talk about that, I think, last week. But let's do this next section. We have the Rams, the Colts, the Texans, the Chargers, the Falcons, looking at you, Colton, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So did anyone else just not know where to put Tampa?
yes. Tampa
So,
was a very difficult
Yeah.
spot to put them.
See,
I
this is
will
where I'm
say-
gonna have to go to the tape, boys. Where the heck do I have the Falcons, and where do I have the Buccaneers? That's what I'm curious.
You have Tampa Bay at 11.
You have the Falcons at 16.
I don't think they're that good. Ugh.
Can I just say something about the Buccaneers here? Will single-handedly pulled the Buccaneers up from the 14th spot to the 11th spot. I want you to know that.
I had him at 15. So
Will, if I took the average of me, Colton, and Jake, Tampa Bay would have been at 14. Will pulled them up. Will had them at 8. I'm throwing a random.
So where does, oh wow, he has them at 8.
8.
I can't say that's really awful though.
that's awful. No, that's awful. That's some Jets fan logic right there.
Oh,
Couldn't
I
have them top 10.
That's terrible.
I don't know. Let the fool man get the floor. Will why?
Yeah, well, Let's hear it.
Fool man.
I screwed up when I did this, so I started from the bottom and then I started from the top, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sleep on it, and then I kind of never adjusted it. So I'll own up to my mistakes for picking them at 8, but I mean, you go into New Orleans, which isn't an easy place to play. You win. I mean, what sucks is they have the early bye, so we'll see what they can do coming off the bye, and Baker Mayfield's chanting on his Boomer Sooners for winning the I don't know what bowl they call it, the Cotton Bowl.
The-
Red River Bowl.
Red River
Red River rivalry.
That's it. Also, Tampa Bay also was the team that we were the most diverse about our picks for. So I'm also putting that out there too.
I really it's so the Rams here. Let me bring up TJ's comment here. The Rams should be above the Colts and the Falcons for sure. With Krupp is back.
Oh, TJ.
For the first half, the offense did something. The second half, didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was just hey, we're just gonna
Defense adjusted.
cheese Cooper Cup every play, just slant route.
I think I don't disagree with him either.
I'm happy to be wrong with how we had the Rams early in the previews.
Yeah, that's true. Again, this middle of the road section was so difficult. I found it to be so difficult trying to rate the Texans, the Colts, the Chargers, the Rams, even the Bengals. It's just like you gotta take into consideration their record, what they've done so far, and then you also think what they could do could be so much more. But like, do you want to give them that,
No. Could be so much less. We're gonna see some major flops out of that.
or could be so much less as well? Yeah, no, either way.
I think you're going to see the Falcons dip out of that group. I think the Bucks slide
Oh.
down a little bit. I think the Texans slide down a little bit. You see the Bengals jump up. The Browns jump up.
I love the Colton against the Falcons.
They're not good.
Listen,
Football,
Desmond
that's a
Ritter's undefeated at home. Okay,
Oh my god! Don't give
he
me
made
that
some
ball.
really good play. He made some really good plays against the Texans, and the Texans defense isn't a pushover team.
Don't get. Oh, I know. Trust me. But don't give me that malarkey with the freaking stuff.
And that game alone is why I probably put the Steelers so
Yeah.
much lower.
Well, that,
I know it's awful. I don't know why Tomlin's dying on this bridge, dude. I truly don't understand it. But yeah, we're gonna see the Falcons slide. I'm beating that one to the ground. I will go to my grave with the Falcons not being this good.
this is gonna be an all season thing. This is an all season.
Every week I'm betting against the Falcons. Just hoping to my eyes.
All right, let's move to the next section. I think is 10 to 7. Yep. We have the Baltimore Ravens just making the top 10. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars at 9. The Dallas, geez Louise, it's a star logo. I almost said Dallas Stars. Hockey's back, guys. The Dallas Cowboys
Dallas
And-
Stars. Oh my goodness.
and the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, at least you didn't put the green behind the Cowboys.
Yeah,
So those are
imagine
actually,
if I did that.
besides the Seahawks at 7, I had a different team there at 7. That's my exact 10 through 7.
See, Seattle, we were all pretty different on. Some real high, some
Well,
a little bit
I had
lower.
them at 6. So
No. That's solid.
6. I feel like
I had
was
him
the
at
outlier.
5.
I feel like wow, what?
You had him at 9.
I
I was
felt
really
like
low on
outlier.
Dallas. I put Dallas at 11.
Dude. Dallas's defense is so good, and
Yeah.
if they can get the run game going with Pollard, they're a good. They're a hard beat. Like they're hard to beat. The fact that the
defense is
49ers
only good when they have a lead.
49ers just
Kind of been
put
shown
up
over
on
this
them where it just made Dak throw the ball and Dak
10 years.
sucks.
Well, that's why this weekend happened. The Jags making it in there is pretty solid after this past week when I was the only one willing to go to bat for them and they won. So screw the rest of you guys.
No, if they just played one day, you go undefeated, Dom. That's just what it is.
It's true.
Are they what, TJ?
What?
Are they what? Are we talking Dallas? Dallas is good, dude. You guys are just that good. You're gonna do that to a lot of freaking football
Yeah,
teams.
the 49ers are.
Oh, yeah.
They
Like,
pay
you're
a
gonna
top
make
dollar in
teams
every position on the
one-dimensional.
team except quarterback.
The problem, you make teams one-dimensional, and the thing is, you make teams one-dimensional, it leads right in your breadbasket. You have legit edge rushers. We just talked about adding Randy Gregory. Dude, you are a legit football team for a reason. Like, they're that good. So they're going to make teams look like shit. It's what it is.
You know what? I'll do the next section because they are that good and it's on topic. We have from 1st to 6th the San Fran 49ers. We have the Miami Dolphins, the Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills, and Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs not being top 5 is wild.
They haven't shown it.
They haven't shown it. You're right. We
Where
haven't.
did I have Kansas City? I think I was still high.
You had them 5.
Yeah.
I had them at 7, behind Seattle.
I had Kansas City at 6. I was just like, listen, you got bailed out twice from the refs against the
Yeah.
Jets and the Vikings.
So the fact that Miami's 2, and again, nothing against the Dolphins. My whole fiance's families are Dolphins fans.
You don't want to say anything wrong here.
No. I think the Dolphins are very, very good. Like, there's nothing taken against the Dolphins. I just can't believe the Eagles aren't above them. Eagles are very good, and they haven't lost. So, like, that has to be part of this. Like,
I put the
What
Eagles
is
at
it?
4.
What? You have the Eagles at 4?
Well, here, their
Oh
de-
my
their
grandpa.
their defense in the second half figured it out against the Rams. Or what? They shot 87 yards for the Rams. They got 3 sacks. I think they also had another
Please
key
don't-
turnover.
Please don't tell
But
me the rest
What?
of you
What?
have them
No.
at
Once
4.
the Eagles in that offense like figure it out and they click, and I think they're gonna figure it out and just either this week or next week. Good luck to everyone else.
4? Oh my god!
I think the defense figured it out, and they're gonna play a terrible Jets offense,
So
and they're
who
just
do
gonna
you
be
have
showing it
above
more.
them? Hold
Yeah.
on. Who's above them in your power rankings?
Detroit,
Between
Miami, and San Fran.
Francisco. And who's the other team? Do you have the Lions?
Da Lions.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Oh my, Jake, please. I know you've been Mr. since day one, the start of the season. You're not behind the Eagles on your own team for some God but knows
I have
what
the Eagles
reason.
3.
Oh my, you guys are nuts. And Dom Curley had him probably a 3.
I think so. So
Dude,
That-
you guys are nuts. I'm sorry. Like, I think
I
the
had-
Dolphins are the best team in the AFC right now. I know Buffalo beat them, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I think the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC right now. But my God, they're not better than Philly. They're not. That's crazy. Oh, guys, please.
I didn't have Miami above
Will,
us.
Will, is this my exact 1 through 5?
Your 1 through 5 is San Fran, Miami, Eagles, Lions, and KC.
Oh,
You have the Bills at
That's-
6.
What's my top 5? Can you give everyone's top 5?
Your
That's what I'm
so
curious.
Colton's top 5 is San Fran, Philly, Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City. Jake is San Fran, Detroit, Philly, Dolphins, and then the Bills.
Wow. Jake, that's ballsy, dude. I like the line as much as the next person. That's ballsy, dude.
And then my top 5 just for
Hey, no,
the-
what-
the listeners.
No. Come on. We need Will's top 5. Come
My
on.
top 5 was San Fran, Miami, Detroit, Philly, Seattle.
Wow, dude, you guys are crazy. The hate on Philly is crazy. And Jake, I
Well,
can't.
once Philly I think the defense has figured it out. It showed in that second half. They shut down Cup. They shut down Puka Nacua. They shut down Kareem Williams. I think they figured it out, and they're going to continue going through it. Once that offense figures it out, good luck to the rest of the league. Good luck to the rest of the NFC.
Smith involved. Like AJ Brown has been the guy. He's been great. Like if they can just somehow get Devonta Smith involved, which he's
Devontae Smith was the guy the first couple of games,
yeah,
and then it was AJ, and then that's how it was last.
That's how
year.
it's going to be, though.
That's how it has been.
Dallas Goddard's just forget about it.
Oh,
he's going to be the guy this week, next week, and probably the week after.
How it works is whatever they did last week, the team's going to come in, try to shut that down. They have the other option, and then do that, and then.
Can I say something?
That's why I cannot understand for the life of me.
Because Detroit can do that too.
Well, no,
They
okay.
cannot. I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts is more of an elite quarterback than Jared Goff is. That's why they're above them. It's not a.
Wow,
I
that's
cannot believe this is a thing that you guys don't have the Eagles too. That is mind-boggling to me. What are we doing?
The thing about Detroit for me, is they're hardly just not a 5-0 team. The only loss they have was in overtime, and they're 4-1. I mean, you
Detroit's
can't
a good
just
team.
say that they're a 5-0 team.
They're not though. I
Just
haven't
that
been blown
exception.
away by Detroit as much as I love the biting kneecaps of the Lions, Detroit, and Dan Campbell. I like St. Brown. Jameson Williams is finally back. Like I like what they're doing. Like I did, and Laporte is one of the best tight ends so far out of the gate.
So
and
awesome.
shocker, Iowa, like in tight end university. Holy goodness, these pump out tight ends. Dude, oh my! I get the lines. I love the lines. I love the story. We're overhyping this. Like, sorry, the Eagles will beat them. I'm sorry. You play them right now. I don't care if it's in Detroit, wherever. The Eagles are winning that game by a lot. Like, oh goodness, guys! Wow. I'm very stunned with these power rankings, boys. I guess that's why we do them.
That is why we do them. Hey, I knew it would be good. I knew this power rankings would be good when I put it together. I was like, I'm excited to get into this, show the section at a time.
So
I
have the Bills in Miami 4 and 5 because the injuries on both of them are starting them out.
Yeah, the Bills injuries are rough right now.
Their whole
Rough.
secondary is hurting already again.
Again.
I mean, they lost Matt Milano, key
Yeah.
centerpiece of their defense. Trey White's now gone. Von Miller didn't finish the game. They had like 15 or 20 injuries alone. They had like only 3 defensive linemen by like the end of the game for the Bills.
And they still can't stop the run.
Dom, where's
They
Buffalo
still
on
can't
my
do it.
list?
What?
Buffalo, where are they on my list again? I'm sorry.
4.
4? Okay. Yes, I
We'll say.
have the Lions here. That's right. I have them at 5.
I will say, Colton, in your defense a little bit here, Miami is just barely above the Eagles. If you want to know how the point totals work, the team at 32 that we put there, I give that team, like if that team for the Giants, right? Most of us put the Giants at 32. I give them a point value of 1, and I work my way up from there. So San Fran got 32 points 4 times because we all decided that was San Fran, right? That's how I do the math, blah, blah, blah. Philly ended up with 120 points. Miami ended up with 121 points. So with those points being so high, they're here. Like they're,
All right. Again, it's not to hate on the Dolphins. I think they're very, very good. I don't think it's a question Philly's better than them right now. Like I think Philly's easily the second best team in football. And the record proves it.
yeah,
They
they are
are very, very good. And I like their defense a hell of a lot more than the Dolphins. It might change when Jalen Phillips gets back on the field. I know Miami's missing that dearly. They go on with Bradley Chubb on the other side, and they're missing Jalen Ramsey. I understand he's coming back like week 8 or 9 is kind of their idea plan. But Mike, Philly's defense is going to figure it out. That front is absolutely disgusting. The fact that the league even allowed them to get Jalen Carter is asinine to me. My God. I still can't believe the Eagles were allowed to get Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter was nice.
comprehend Jalen Carter.
And every week.
Wild to me.
Jalen Carter ran a dude over, got to the quarterback.
That is a weekly occurrence. That is a multiple time weekly occurrence
That
at
was
this point.
Exactly. Should not be allowed at 9. He was the known number 1 pick outside the quarterbacks in this draft, and he went to 9. How the heck did we allow that?
Him playing most of the game next to Jordan Davis last week was very fun to watch. Just gonna say.
Again, Georgia. Give me the dogs.
Yeah, the Philly Bulldogs.
You know what? I'll put it up one more time. Just to, this rounds it out. This will be on social medias and whatnot. This is this week's power rankings. And we'll do this again, I don't know, maybe in like 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, after midway through.
Midway through. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, this is the look. So